What's up, guys? It's Rtorvinox here, and today I'm doing a Crysis 2 review by Crytek, or the game is Crysis. And this is a really good game, and I personally like the single player more. And this is, by the way, my first review ever, so don't be too hard. And yes, that was not so great, but I haven't done so many special effects or any fades in, fades out or anything because I really didn't have the time. This video is almost at the max length you can have on YouTube. This is 50 minutes, or that's what I believe, so that's why it's a bit weird. And this is basically the whole intro, and I had to cut out a lot of stuff because originally I was doing this in 2 parts, or I was going to do this in 2 parts, but now I didn't want to, so I just took the most important stuff in this video and made it to 1 part. And this is a really awesome intro, and it will show, this is like the camera tactical options thing, where you can see all the tactical options. It's really useful, because you can see where ammo is and what options do you have, like if you want to flank them or just, you know, that's but the basic storyline of this game, I guess, is that you are Alcatraz, guy in this suit, I guess, which uses the Crynet things, and well, you are in New York, and you got the suit from Prophet, the guy from Crysis 1. I haven't played Crysis 1, so I'm not gonna go into that. I don't really know what happened in Crysis 1, but basically it's you're in New York, and there's 2 bad guys in New York. It's the Ceph, which are the aliens, and then there's Cell, which he just killed right now. Or that's bad humans, I guess. And then there's the Marines, which are on your side, and you're in a pretty fucked up New York in the future, of course. And this suit has a lot of awesome stuff, like that. That was, what was it? Armor mode or whatever, maximum armor. And then you have the cloak, which you also saw in this video, and it's really strong. And so you gotta fight through New York and save. As first, you just save people, or you have to find this guy Nathan Gould. And after that, you're just gonna pick up the fight with first the Cell, or you're just fighting Cell while you're going through the city, but later on you're just gonna fight Ceph, the aliens, and then you'll have to, I guess, wipe them out from at least New York. I don't know, it could be a 3rd game after this one. So yes, that's the basic storyline. You just kill things, basically. Yeah, that's kind of jumped here. Now I'm using the cloak. I'm gonna stealth kill or assassinate some people, and this is a really useful thing, because if you don't want to fight enemies, or let's say you play on Super Soldier and you're in this place where there's a lot of enemies, but they don't see you when you come into the area where they are, then you can just use cloak to just walk past them without them noticing, if you're good, of course. I'm gonna show you that in this review, actually. I'll do that, and that's really useful. And I'm not really gonna say that much about the actual gameplay. I just put it in here because you can see something. I just didn't want to make a vlog or whatever, like Broken does when he makes a review just talking to the camera. I just wanted to show you some gameplay, and I'm showing most of the basic stuff you can do in the game. But I had a lot of more, but now I'm just showing the basic stuff. There I used the armor. That is one really useful thing. If you are playing on Veteran, which I played first, this is on Recruit. I didn't want to fuck up in the review, so I just played on Recruit. Then it's really easy. But if you're playing on Veteran and I guess Super Soldier, I think the armor mode is really useful because it doubles your health and it makes your aim better. And then you can grab people like this. Yay! And this is for the PS3, by the way, if anybody didn't notice that. I was trying to shoot a barrel, but I failed and killed a guy instead. Anyway. And by the way, this is not the best graphics game on the PS3. Or, I wouldn't say so. I mean, it's really good, but on the PC, sure, it could surely be the best graphics game ever. Or the game with best graphics. And here I just customized my weapon a little bit, just to show you guys that you can do that. You can customize your suit as well. That's really awesome. I like the guns in this, even though there aren't that many guns in this game. Or I don't know, they all seem to do basically. They have no difference really. They're just this one guy that I really love. I think it was the Grenadier or something like that. It was really good. It was like the fall from Uncharted 2, and it was really useful when you fight the Seth because it's really strong. But yeah, and here is where I'm just going past them. There's a lot of enemies here, but this was actually what I did in Rtorvinox because I fought him like 2-3 times. I died both, or yeah, both. I think it was 2 times or something like that. Then I just said, fuck it, I'm not fighting these guys. I'm just gonna go right. What do you say? Well, I'm just gonna skip this. I'm just gonna find them. I just wanna go. I just want to go away from them. I don't want to fight them, and you can do that. You don't even have to kill anybody. But remember, if you shoot even one of them, it's a really big chance that everybody's gonna see you, and then you have to kill them all. I guess you can get away, but I don't know. And here, this is the Grenadier, or what it's called. And this is just some action scene. That's one of the hardest enemies in the game. It's like this big thing. But this is against the Seth. Now I'm fighting against the Seth. I wanted to show some of that too when you're fighting the Seth. Yeah, but this game is really hard on veteran, probably Super Soldier. It's harder than Super Soldier. But my friend beat it on Super Soldier, so I guess it's not impossible to beat. But yeah, this game is really good on the single player, at least. That's what makes this game so good, if you ask me. I mean, the multiplayer is okay, but why you would want this game, I think, is because of the single player, because it's really awesome, and I think you can play it again without being too bored with it. So yeah, I think I'm gonna beat it on Super Soldier, but that will probably be a while. I haven't got Deus Ex though yet. That's also why I'm doing this review. And here I just show you the customization for the nanosuit. Yeah, there's something else. Of course, there's something else I'm gonna tell you about the game. I could start to talk about the multiplayer, but I want to save that until I actually get to the multiplayer part. But if you one thing I have to say that I thought was bad with this game was you fight the Seth too much. Oh, this is my favorite gun in the game, but it's not really a gun. It's the HMG, or heavy machine gun. It's really awesome because nothing is like when you're invincible, and you just go in front of 3 guys and you turn the cloak off and you kill them all in like 2 seconds. It's like so awesome. Imagine that in real life. Like they're just coming up this stairway or whatever, or wherever they are, and then you suddenly just, you know, it's the ammo and the grenade. Pick up ammo and stuff. But imagine that would be awesome. Yeah, so for some reason I put in a random headshot in this clip. Yay. Now starts the multiplayer part. So the multiplayer in Crysis 2 is, I would say, I have mixed feelings on it, actually. I mean, when I first played it, I didn't really like it, or I thought it was okay, but I don't know. But now when I played it, when I made these clips, and by the way, you don't really have to listen to me this part. It's just my opinion, and it's not that. I wouldn't say that it's that accurate or whatever, because I have played 6 matches in this game, something like that. I haven't played it a lot, but that's basically because I didn't really like it that much. What I think is wrong with the multiplayer is one thing that is just, it doesn't, I can't really play this multiplayer with the cloak. If they took away the cloak in this game, and I don't know if there's any mode where you can play without it, but I wouldn't play without all these, because the I Love Armor mode, but I wouldn't, but without the cloak, that would be awesome. And I haven't tried out the, there were some other modes you can play instead of the Team Instant Action, but I don't know. I mean, I really love the single player in this game, but the multiplayer could be fun, I guess, in the beginning, but I don't like that if you start the game, and like me, late, you got it late, then everybody is, they have way better things than me. I mean, both weapons and probably their nanosuit too, because you can upgrade everything, it seems. And, well, oh wow. And I just didn't get anything, and here's here's really some gay shit. It's like a kill streak where you can control this laser gun, I guess, from the sky, and he just killed me like that. I don't like that. That's like Call of Duty, and I don't like the Predator missile, or I don't remember. Chopper Gunner was one, but that was, oh, I guess that was kind of like the Chopper Gunner, and I don't really like the Chopper Gunner. But yeah, and I can't remember the names of these maps, by the way. But as I said, without the cloak, this multiplayer could be good, because it's not like COD, but it's just like the cloak is, no, it doesn't work in a multiplayer where you can. It's worse than SA in Uncharted 2, and I really hate SA, situational awareness. But this is just like, people just get behind you and they kill you in the back, like, all the time. I mean, over half the time I died in this, all these matches, was because people just ran behind me and killed me there. Especially if you're a noob and you're not really used to this, it's really frustrating when people just get behind you and all that. And then you have to use it yourself, because otherwise you are at a disadvantage. And I don't really like using the cloak. I would much rather just run around, but then everybody can see you and you die really fast in this game. If you don't use the armor mode, or if you don't use the cloak, because then people can't see you good enough to actually kill you fast enough. So, what would I give this game? I would give the full game an 8.5, I mean, because of the story, but the multiplayer doesn't really add to anything. And I can't really give this game any, I don't really have any negative thoughts about it, except the multiplayer with the cloak and all that, but the single player is really good. If you would have fought Cell more, then it would have been good, but I mean, that's not enough to give a minus or whatever. I mean, it's not really that big a thing. I just like fighting the Cell more than Seth. But this review is soon ending. I'm sorry, but again, I have to end it before the commentary, before the video actually ends, because otherwise it will cut out. But yeah, leave your thoughts about what you thought about my review. What do you think of Crysis 2? Do you agree with me that it's an 8.5, or would you give it higher or lower? Leave your thoughts and leave comments, of course, in comments. I don't want messages about that. And rate, comment, and subscribe. I'm Rtorvinox, and I am out from my first review. See ya.